So, as you can see on the left side of the screen, we're gonna go through Too Soon Old, Too Late Smart. It is actually a book that I've already went through, but I guess, and I assume, I don't actually know, but I think that I've went through another summary, and it's been an amazing book, and I think it's also worth going through books over again, because, I don't know, I tend to forget about things, and it's always good to be reminded of certain facts and certain things that I shouldn't really forget about, I guess. So, Too Soon Old, Too Late Smart by Gordon Livingston. It is an interesting set of reminders on life from someone who's gone through more emotional hardship than most of us ever will. Some might feel familiar, other topics new, but it is definitely worth reading through. And I just appreciate the rhyme there. Some might feel familiar, others new, but it's definitely worth trying, going through. Anyway, the summary notes. So it's going to be more or less just some paragraphs, some sentences, some things, which is always a cool thing because then I can expand on them or just give my shit to it or whatnot. If the map doesn't agree with the ground, the map is wrong. Quite. Yes, that's indeed the case. It is when these feelings surface that we need to think about our mental instrument of navigation and how to correct it, so that we do not fall into the repetitive patterns of those who waste the learning that is the only consolation for our painful experience. Yes, indeed. The only thing that we can get out of those painful experiences is learning. What should I do next? What should I do differently? What I should do more of? What I should do less of? And all sorts of things. And I don't learn that much. And I just look like a fucking idiot. I feel like, at least sometimes, because I tend to do the same mistakes, quote unquote. I tend to do maybe the same things. Maybe it's not the same mistake, but yeah, sometimes I feel like this. So here is what I tell them. The good news is that we have effective treatments for the symptoms of depression. The bad news is that medication will not make you happy. Happiness is not simply the absence of despair. It is an affirmative state in which our lives have both meaning and pleasure. Yes, I think especially meaning. Like if you're having meaning in life, then you're already having a better life than 90% of all the people. If you really have something to look forward to, if you really have something to strive for and also thrive for. Whether it is a person, whether it is a specific thing, whatever it might actually be, if you're having that, then you're already having a very good life, and you already can be really happy about things. The thing is, I don't know, in the absence of meaning in life, there is a lot of pain that we're gonna endure, and a lot of pain that is gonna be there, because if you don't know why you're even here, if you don't know, or if you don't really feel that there is a reason, or there's a proper, a proper reason why you're here, then it is going to be painful. Then it is not going to be nice. Then it's going to be a fucked up thing. And this is, by the way, indeed the thing that I have to think about. I've now finished school, but yeah, what's going on now? What should I do now? Of course, there's some things that I have to do. I do just have to do some stuff for my diploma, and we're hopefully also going to have some sort of a little bit of a trip with my classmates. I would just definitely appreciate that so much, and I hope that this is just that we're going to be able to do so, because I don't know, it's been 5 years in school with these amazing people. It's amazing. It's amazing, those people. Of course, I don't know, just there's going to be some people that just don't like me, but I don't know, I'm just really fucking grateful for having attended this school, and then just now I've graduated actually yesterday, some sort of, but I don't know, like I also feel honored to some degree, but I just feel really happy that I turned out to what it is right now, or what it was. And it actually also makes me really sad that now it is gone. Now what's going on? What's going to be the next step? What's the next thing that I have to do? And all those things. Is it going to be cool? Is it going to be interesting? And all those shit. Like, it is strange. And I wonder what other people are doing. I wonder what they're doing. I wonder just how they're feeling as well. Well, anyway, we always talk about what we want and what we intend. These are dreams and wishes, and are of little value in changing your mood or our mood. We are not what we think or what we say or how we feel. We are what we do. Conversely, in judging other people, we need to pay attention not to what they promise, but to how they behave. Indeed. people like to talk, and people also like to be relatively optimistic from time to time, I guess. Most of the heartbreak that life contains is a result of ignoring the reality that past behavior is the most reliable predictor of future behavior. Yes, indeed. And I don't know, I've said it before, like, I'm just doing the exact same motherfucking bullshit right now as I've done it 2 years ago, 3 years ago, something like that. And also then, like, I actually feel like a fucking dumbass from time to time, like doing the exact same fucking bullshit. And I don't know. Like, I think this is also one of the reasons why I think that the changing up things and doing things differently is probably one of the best things that you can be doing. Just do something different. Just do it differently. Just work on it. I don't know. I think it just makes sense. I think it's a good thing. The frantic attempts to overcome this ennui take the form of a thirst for entertainment and stimulation that is, in the end, devoid of meaning. A thirst of entertainment and stimulation, as we're having it in nowadays life all the motherfucking time, I guess. But I just don't want to be a fucking hypocrite. I don't want to be like, ugh, new media is so bad. We all get so depressed because of it. No, we don't. It's us in the end. The three components of happiness are something to do, someone to love, and something to look forward to. And I would just tattoo that on my fucking forehead, because it is just the case. Something to do. What can you do right now that makes sense? Is it work, for example? Someone to love? Some person that just, I don't know, that you just like to be around with. Some person that you can talk about all the things. Some person that I don't know is your soulmate. And something to, even though someone to love, is it like, you are in a relationship or you hope to be in a relationship? I don't know. And something to look forward to, yes. And I do fortunately have some things to look forward to. And without these things, I would actually be very, very sad because I don't know, like, I'm happy that I'm going to be a few more times in school for some minor things and stuff like that, and that I'm going to see the people. And I don't know, like, I don't want to say that I'm never ever going to see these people again. Like, of course, I'm going to see my fucking dudes, but I am in this way never gonna be in school again, unless I just decide to study, which I do have to think about. Anyway, we love someone when the importance of his or her needs and desires rises to the level of our own. Which is well said, and I remember that I've said this again, or just as I've been reading it the first time, I've also said that. This question, what do I owe my parents, frequently distorts people's lives well into and sometimes throughout adulthood. In fact, our childhood owes us nothing. Our children owe us nothing. It was our decision to bring them into the world. If we loved them and provided for their needs, it was our task as parents and not some selfless act. Well-functioning families are good at letting their children go. Poorly functioning families, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna read this book, I guess. Because I'm searching for something to read, because I feel like it is something different. I haven't been reading that much. I do have read one book, and it's been a pretty pleasure, I would say. And I don't know. I just feel like, well, maybe this is good. Maybe it's also not going to be good. Then I'm just going to ditch it once again. We will see. Well-functioning families are good at letting their children go. Poorly functioning families tend to hold on to them. Any relationship is under the control of the person who cares the least. I think I've actually went through the exact same summary, but it is still amazing. If this formulation appears to be overly analytical and to ignore the mysterious process of falling in love, that is because, in my experience, the chemistry that causes us to choose one person over all other possibilities can be seen in retrospect as a combination of readiness. What is readiness? Ease, quickness, facility. Readiness, lust, and hope, rather than an indefinable but powerful union of two souls. Well, yeah. There's a kind of track that we are put on early in life with the implicit suggestion that if we succeed, we will be happy and secure. But no. If you succeed and you don't have any purpose any longer, then fuck off. It's gonna be shit. The best one can hope for is to introduce them to the paradox of perfection. In some settings, notably in our intimate relationships, we gain control only by relinquishing it. Life's two most important questions are why and why not. The trick is knowing which one to ask. I gotta have to read this book because it's amazing. I really like that. I don't know, and I'm actually quite sure that I'm gonna be able to find it for free on the archive to borrow. So I'm gonna do that, and I'm actually gonna have a look at it then, to also show you if it is there. When presented with new things, the operative question may be, why not? But people frequently defend themselves from disappointment by asking why. I frequently ask people who are risk averse, what is the biggest chance you have ever taken? People begin to realize what safe lives they have chosen to lead. My life is totally not fucking safe. Today, best example. I think in a physical and also in an emotionally way, maybe, if you will. Today, which has been a blast. It's been so amazing. I don't know if I'm gonna do it just once again because it is fucking idiotic. It really is. I've taken my bike with me and I've first of all decided to just go for a bike ride up a mountain because it's amazing, and then I can drive down again. In the end, what I've been doing is just 2 hours or more, most of the time carrying my fucking bike down some stairs, which were out of wood or just some stairs. Some also really tight corners and stuff like that. And I know that if I, if I get out of balance and fall down, then I would have really, really hurt myself just because of the bike as well. And it would have really fucked with me. Really, like intensely. And yeah, I've still done it. And also other things, like, I don't know, I'm just may not be in the best position that I've been in my life. Quite, which is not that good, but I see what the future is gonna hold for me, and I'm gonna work on things, and I'm gonna do things. I frequently ask people who life is a gamble in which we don't get to deal the cards, but are nevertheless obligated to play them to the best of our ability. No one would expect to become good at skiing without falling down, and yet many people are surprised at the hurt that routinely accompanies our efforts to find someone worthy of our love. To take the risk necessary to achieve this goal is an act of courage. To refuse to take them to protect our hearts against all loss is an act of despair. And this, by the way, kind of leads to a question that I've been talking about in the last episode that I've been recording, which is, if you, and I'm going to be actually pretty direct, if you like a person and you know that this person does not like you, I think asking, why don't you like me, is just one of the best questions you can give them. Of course, you do also have to expect that maybe they're going to be like, I just like you, it is what it is, and some bullshit stuff beating around the bush. But you can really communicate like, okay, please just tell me. I want to know because I want to have the feedback. And then actually also being like, well, what do you indeed prefer? Like, which type of person do you like? Just because I believe that it is one of the best things you can learn from everyone. From everyone. I think it's just an amazing question. Be like, why don't you like me? If you feel like, of course, maybe it's just something that you think and thought and whatnot, but in the end, it's going to be just still pretty good because you know that they actually indeed like you. And then, of course, being like, well, what type of person do you like? I don't know. I just feel like it's a fucking good question. Just to know, okay. I don't know, like, I think it's good. I hope that I'm going to do that, and I hope that I'm going to have the possibility to do that as well. Because I just want to know. I really indeed just want to know. It's not about like, just some tricks there and some stuff. I don't care. I just want to know. There are certain personality characteristics that are highly correlated with academic and professional success. Dedication to work, Attention to detail. Attention to detail. This is something that I see in some people, and I just tremendously appreciate that. It is amazing. The problem is, I can't tell them all the fucking time. I can't be like, well, I just appreciate your fucking attention to detail so much. I really do. Like, it is amazing. I don't know. Like, sometimes it is. I often say things like, okay, I really appreciate this and that and these and those. But yes, we shouldn't also overdo it. Ability to manage time, consciousness. People who have this constellation of traits are generally excellent students and productive workers. They can also be difficult to live with. Yes, because they're having, yeah, indeed. I don't know, like just, yeah. If we try to impose a business-like, vertically integrated decision-making system structure on our families, we are likely to encounter resentment and resistance. Conversely, if our style tends to be impulsive, superficial, and pleasure-seeking, we may find it difficult to succeed at work. The things we are sure will make us happy seldom do. Fate, it seems to, has a sense of. The things we are sure will make us happy seldom do. Fate, it seems, has a sense of humor. This is the final and controlling paradox. Only by embracing our mortality can we be happy in the time we have. The intensity of our connections to those we love is a function of our knowledge that everything and everyone is evanescent or whatever. Our ability to experience any pleasure requires either a healthy denial or courageous acceptance of the way of time and prospect of ultimate defeat. The most secure prisons are those we construct for ourselves. Wie wahr, as I would say in German. Everything we are afraid to try, all our unfulfilled dreams, constitute a limitation on what we are and could become. Everything we are afraid to try, all our unfulfilled dreams, constitute a limitation on what we are and could become. Oh, this is the exact same. Which I think leads me to archive. Or is it actually archive? I don't know. The Wayback Machine. I've actually been searching for some alternatives, but there seems not to be any alternatives. Let's see if we can find something. Too Soon Old, Too Late Smart by Gordon somewhat. Let's have a look. All books. I want to have all the books that are here. And you're especially very likely to find some books that are relatively old. For example, like, I don't know, Napoleon Hill's, whatever it is called, I've forgotten. But let's see. Too Soon Old. I don't know, the chance is actually relatively high. I don't like the site because of reasons, I don't know. Too Soon Old, Too Late Smart. There you can actually borrow it. Fucking hell. Amazing. As I've said it, and I mean, it is especially likely if you're searching for something in English. If it is another language, for example, German or just some other, even though German is just already pretty good. And there you can see it. Preview, blah, blah, blah. But there you're having the whole fucking book. It's actually only 200 pages. It's not that long. So maybe I'm actually going to go through it. Maybe I'm actually able to put it onto my Kindle. Because, reading on the PC is not always that of a nice thing, to really be honest. But yeah, I think I'm gonna end this episode anyway. So I wish you the best health, happiness, and also success, and also hope that you're gonna remind yourself and you're gonna be remembered, which basically means your legacy, and basically means just being a nice person and then also being remembered as a nice person, which is a good thing, an amazing thing. Something else to think about, something else to consider, something else to have in mind is what could you do, what could you make, what could you change, what could you say to really make somebody's day or life or month or whatever, because I do think that you can do something. Anyway, something else that I could be saying. yeah, 3 other questions that I have you are: why are you here, what are you trying to change, and what is bothering you the most? These 3 questions are hopefully going to show you your purpose and maybe even a business idea, which is a fucking amazing thing. But yeah, with that being said, I wish you the best health, wealth, and happiness once again, and I hope that you're going to stay healthy and nice. Yeah, I'm going to see you the next time. Bye bye.